Well, as I said, I've already withdrawn between myself and Mr. Bester. I haven't been his legal representative for a while now. I'm only coming today to formally withdraw in court. That can be dealt with his new legal representatives. And they have, I do believe they do have instructions and they will address the court on that. Mr. Bester?
Yes, sir.
Are you following the proceedings?
I can hear a bit faintly.
Didn't you hear? Addressing the court.
I heard you.
That he is withdrawing from records as attorney of record.
Okay. That is fine.
Thank you. Application by Mr. Ishmael to withdraw as an attorney of record is hereby granted. Right, Mr. Bester, okay, you are excused. Mr. Bester, you have got the rights to legal representations. You may appoint an attorney at your own cost. If you can't afford to pay one, then you may approach Legal Aid South Africa to represent you free of charge. Or you may elect to proceed on your own in this matter. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
What do you elect to do?
I have a legal team that is Mr. Peter and will take over my...
May you repeat yourself?
I have Advocate Peter and Bo that will be taking over my...
I do see before me, I do see Advocate Peter. Let me...
Yes.
Yes, let me engage him.
God bless the Worship. Worship, I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused. I'm on the instruction of Chindo attorneys, and the instruction attorney Chindo is here with me. Please, the court.
Thank you. Mr. Mafuta. Yes, as it is the purpose. Let me first indicate that the main matter will be dealt with in three phases. We are now dealing with Mr. Thabo Bester, and we will also be dealing with...
There's Thabo Bester there. Police is not physically there at the court. He's just doing this virtually.
And therefore, we will connect
There,
via
the corner here.
Teams, and that will be in court 28. From there, with the rest of the accused, we will then go back to court 70, where we will be postponing Mr. Sekeleni, and thereafter we will then be proceeding with the bail application. Because in terms of the main case, there has been some engagement with all their representatives, including Advocate Taylor, who is now in court, and there is an agreement that the main case be postponed to the 20th of June 2023 for further police investigations. I am also made to believe that Advocate Taylor requested to address the court on a separate aspect. That's before we do the testimony. And then post to process the court on whatever aspects he has addressed in the court. That's a position.
Court decision. We should just a brief background regarding the visual hearing. The prosecutor, Dr. Masoko, called my instructing attorney last week Friday in the afternoon, requesting this matter to be visual, of which as the defense were opposed to the visual hearing. One, it's inconveniencing for us. We need to take the instruction from the client, and as the setup it is now, Your Worship, we can't take instructions from the client. Because as we are taking a particular legal issue with the client, everyone else will be listening. And throughout the proceedings, from time to time, there will be a need for the legal team to confirm something with the client. So we just want to bring to the attention of the court that we never agreed with the visual hearing. And the prosecutor or any other person never came back to the instructing attorney to say whether the visual has been granted or not. We are also taken by surprise when we get to court today. We're expecting to meet with our client before we commence because there are a few issues that we wanted to iron them out with him. We're surprised to see that there is a visual hearing today, of which he never agreed to. The issue that we want to converse to court, Your Worship, with the court's leave, we request to have our client transported here, being tomorrow or a day after. There is an issue that we want to bring to the attention of the court. However, it's important for our client to be here so that should there be any questions raised and the need to consult, we have that flexibility and opportunity to consult with the client. This morning we tried to talk to the client. It was very difficult through this visual setup. So, Your Worship, our request is that we don't have a problem with the postponement for further investigations. It is correct that the state did canvass the issue with us, that we don't have a problem. But our request is that it is an issue that we want to bring to the attention of the court with our client present physically in court. So with the court's leave, Your Worship, we request the matter to be rolled over to any other day, preferably tomorrow, so that we can deal with the matter that we want to bring to the attention of the court. Court decision.
Before you take your seat, I have heard the public prosecutor addressing me that as for the main matter, he has discussed the matter with the defense, and agreement was reached that the matter be postponed until the 20th day of June for further investigations.
Court, it is correct, Your Worship. That's the one that I was saying. For further investigations, for the matter to be remanded to 20 June, we don't have a problem for all the accused. However, we request our accused to be made available tomorrow. There is an issue that we would like to bring to the attention of the court with him being present in court, so that should we need to take further instructions from time to time, is easily accessible. The visual is not working for us. I don't know about other legal representatives, but for us it's not working. Court decision.
Thank you. State.
It is indeed so that last week Friday, the court confessed that I placed it on record when we postponed the matter that DCS has requested that we consider the option of a visual postponement, which I placed on record. Subsequent to the court adjourning, I approached the attorney who was on record. That would be Mr. Kapi. And that's where I got a confirmation that he will be withdrawn as attorney on record. He then alerted me to the fact that Mr. Ndong appears to have now instructions to represent Mr. Bester. And I indeed contacted Mr. Ndong, but obtaining his contact from the service department. As a courtesy call, remember, he is not yet on record. We only comes on record today. But as a courtesy call, I made him aware that there is this issue of visual. Indeed, he told me that they are opposed to the visual postponement. I then indicated that, by the way, he's not yet on record. And I was just giving him the case. That's the first issue. Yes, so it is not clear from Advocate Taylor what application they intend to do. I understand him to be saying they request that Mr. Bester appear in person tomorrow for an application that they intend to bring, and that it is difficult to consult with him by AVR. The court needs to separate the issues. Nothing stops them to consult with Mr. Bester. On their own, they need to go and consult with him wherever he is. It is not for the state to transport Mr. Bester so that they are able to consult. They can consult with him at any time with the necessary arrangements with the correctional services. And that's it. It would appear that they expect the state now to facilitate that consultation that will be having and to then transport Mr. Bester for his appearance. Joseph, Section 159, capital A of the Criminal Procedure Act makes provision for the AVR unless the court orders that it is in the interest of justice that the accused appears, which I do not know, which I do not hear so far, in terms of what is that they intend bringing before the application, bringing before this court. Safe to say they request that the matter be about over until tomorrow, so that Mr. Bester appears only then when they bring the application. But the court is unable to make an informed decision unless we are provided with details of this application and the like. That is my view. I don't see why Mr. Bester needs to appear for tomorrow. We are agreeable that the matter still requires some further investigation, and the state is bringing an application for the postponement of the matter for further investigation. Whatever application they intend to bring, let us be enlightened about it as it is.
Court blesses your worship. Bishop, I think the state missed the boat altogether. They misunderstood us. We don't request our clients to be transported to court for consultation. No. It is the right of the client to appear in court in terms of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa under the fair trial. Fair trial, amongst others, includes the accused being at court, being able to easily consult with the legal representation and so on. We have been to Kgosimampuru more often than not. We have consulted with the client. We don't need state to bring our client here for consultation. That's not what we are saying. The issue that we'll be bringing to the court as a preliminary issue requires our client to be here, so that should the court, honorable court, ask us any question, we are able to quickly confirm with him and consult with him. And it will make the work of this honorable court very easy. Your Worship, I don't know if you will allow me to give a glimpse of the preliminary issue that we want to raise with the court.
Yes, because I am conducting this.
Court blesses Your Worship. Let me bring the glimpse. This honorable court will remember when Dr. Nandi Makudumane appeared for the second time. This honorable court instructed Dr. Makudumane to remove the mask and the head so that the court can satisfy itself that the accused before the court, it is indeed the correct person. Your Worship, the preliminary issue that we are going to raise is that by the same token, we request this honorable court also to confirm and satisfy itself that the accused before court is the correct accused. It is against this background that we bring this preliminary issue. The warrant of arrest was issued, J50, for the arrest of Thabo Bester. A gentleman was brought to court and the warrant was cancelled by this honorable court to say this is Thabo Bester's warrant of arrest. We want the court to satisfy itself, Your Worship. Apart from J50, that warrant of arrest, nothing was finished to the court in terms of documentation, confirming that the accused before you is Thabo Bester. Your Worship, there is a purported death certificate of Thabo Bester that will also request it to be confirmed so that the court can satisfy itself. This purported death certificate is dated 3 May 2022, and it has got a stamp that is purported to be the Home Affairs stamp. So if we say there was a Thabo Bester in concert in cell 35 at G4S, and after the fire and someone died, there is a death certificate, purported death certificate. I'm saying purported until such time that it has been confirmed, if this is true, by Home Affairs. And at a later stage, there is a warrant J50 issued for the arrest of Thabo Bester. And someone is brought before you, Your Worship. Remember now somebody escaped. There is a death certificate of that particular person, the purported death certificate. There is a J50 issued by the Honorable Court, and all of a sudden there is a gentleman that is brought. Our request is that, can the court satisfy itself that this J50 that I've cancelled, there is a documentation supporting that it is indeed this person that is before me, Thabo Bester. That's the issue that we would like to take with the court as a preliminary issue. Before we come to the postponement, can the state at least satisfy the court with any form of documentation that the person before you is Thabo Bester? That's our request, Joshua.
Mr. Diller, this court has got no reason to believe that the wrong person was brought before court. The basis for that is that at first appearance, Mr. Thabo Bester was legally represented, and issue of identification was never raised at first appearance. So based on that, I've got no reason to believe that a wrong person was brought. Because if a wrong person associated with the name of Thabo Bester was brought before me, that issue should have been canvassed there and there. But it did not happen. So why should a court have reasonable belief that a wrong person was brought forth?
Court blesses, Your Worship. Your Worship, this honorable court will recall the issue of confirming the identity of Dr. Makudumane was never done on the first instance. It was done when she was appearing for the second time, where the court wanted to satisfy itself that the accused before the court is indeed Dr. Makudumane. But it was never done on the first time. She was wearing her hat and her mask, with due respect also. It was only done on the second time. Same applies to our client. First appearance is never entertained. We are saying to this Honorable Court with due respect, can the court satisfy itself, like it satisfied itself with the issue of Dr. Mabuduman? And Your Worship, we can't even take the responsibility why the previous legal representative did not take up the matter. Us, as the incoming legal representatives, we have been instructed to address the court on this issue. But if the court is satisfied without having received any form of documentation that confirms that the person before the court is indeed Thabo Bester, then we don't have a problem. We just wanted the court to be satisfied. Because the only thing that is in possession of the court, like previous.
La vie est belle, Dieu de parfum, and the new iris absolue, Lancôme.
Of a better word. It's misplaced. Because the person hid herself. It was as good as that person was not. That was the reason for the confirmation of her identification. Mr. Bester adhered without having hid himself. So you can't compare the two.
Court places, Your Worship. Your Worship, we are in the court's hands, but our issue was that can the court satisfy itself that the person before the court is indeed Mr. Thabo Bester? But if the court is satisfied, we are intended to the court.
Yes, what is your response? The public prosecutor further addressed the court to say, when you made an objection through the instructing attorney, you were not off record. And you could not have agreed as to whether visual, audio-visual recording be proceeded with or not. What is your reaction?
Court places, that is correct, Your Worship. The courtesy call that the state gave the instructing attorney warranted the response. It was not just a courtesy call to say, I'm calling you to inform you that there will be a visual. The state went to the extent of canvassing the response from the legal team. As much as we are not on record, I agree with the court 100%. However, we had to give the response whether we'll be comfortable with the AVR or not. And the instructing attorney's response was that, no, will not be comfortable. Now that we are on record, Your Worship, that's the first issue that I dealt with. To say the AVR is not working for us, I don't know about other legal practitioners. So moving forward, we'll request our client to be physically present in court. Court, please, Your Worship.
Yeah, I will.
Judge, if I may be allowed. Please. Advocate Taylor is unfortunately dealing with evidence or a piece of evidence which is the subject of the charges against the very same Thabo Bester. The death certificate, which he says is purported to be a death certificate, it is precisely the reason why we are here today dealing with this kind of case. Because someone is alleged to have died in a fire, which the state is saying it was not. And therefore, it is the subject of the charges that are there against it. It has got nothing to do with the court satisfying itself with the identity of Thabo Bester. There's a person there in the article who happens to be Thabo Bester, who is the accused. And I see no reason why, for that purpose, the state needs to transport Mr. Thabo Bester to come and appear here tomorrow. In fact, Advocate Pena has already dealt with that issue, what the issue is about. And I concur and agree with the court that you cannot make comparison with the situation of Ms. Nandi. It's two different issues altogether. And the issues that they want to raise are issues that should, in my view, be reserved for trial when we deal with the trial. As and when we deal with the trial. As it is.
Thank you. Ruling. As for the application moved by Advocate Pila, I am less persuaded for the lack of merits. Application is dismissed.
As it is, on that basis, I request that the matter against Mr. Thabo Bester be postponed to the 20th of June for further police investigation. That he remains in custody as it is.
But Mr. Judge, the 20th is suitable for the defense.
Thank you. Mr. Bester, your case is remanded until the 20th day of June 2023. Court number 28 for further investigations.
Will it be virtual?
You will remain in custody until then.
Will I come to court or will
As to whether it will be virtual or you will come to court, that will be canvassed in due course between the state and the defense. Thank you.
As it is, may we then adjourn for now and move to court 28. I will give an indication in terms of the readiness for us to proceed as it is.
Thank you.